It's January 2025, and the app of the month is 1Password. I got started with 1Password while I was in grad school, and I had a mix of different devices in the house. I had an iPad, a Windows laptop, a Windows PC, and an iPhone. I was looking for something to simplify my passwords across all of these platforms, and 1Password was the solution that I stumbled upon. Eventually, I got a Mac. I now barely use my Windows PC, although I do still have it, and I remain committed to 1Password. Now, why would I do this subscription service when Apple now has their built-in Apple Passwords application that does a lot of the same things, and it's a first-party native app that's free? Well, 1Password does a lot more than just passwords. You can have secured notes, you can save credit cards, just one of my favorite things for online shopping. I found out you can do things like generate API keys within 1Password the other day. It also has passkeys. It's a pretty inexpensive solution at $35 a year, but when a free option exists, you do have to weigh that versus going with a paid subscription. I still like the fact that it's cross-platform, and if I do ever go back to Windows, then I don't have to worry about exporting my Apple passwords to something else. I also use 1Password as a backup to Apple passwords. So when it was Keychain or iCloud Keychain and you were saving passwords from the Safari web browser in it, it does have a fair amount of passwords in it already. So I have exported those and housed them in a separate vault in my 1Password. That's just another nice feature that you can have multiple different vaults with multiple different sets of information inside of them. But you can still access them anywhere. So there's a nice Safari plugin, there's a nice Chrome plugin, albeit those are probably my biggest gripes with 1Password. And a lot of it has to do with how these operating systems are now trying to manage your passwords for you. So some of this is more of an Apple operating system issue than it is really with 1Password. But effectively, I've had to turn off autofill in Safari because when you click a field and Safari is trying to autofill, but the 1Password extension has also popped up, Safari takes precedence, so it's kind of overlapping the 1Password window. So turning off autofill, that solves most of the issues, but these extensions are sometimes a little bit finicky, need to be restarted. The application needs to be restarted. That's probably my only gripe with 1Password. And really that stems from the fact that it's a third-party service that's not directly built into the operating system. So this is a little bit of a if it ain't broke, don't fix it system for me. I really liked using 1Password. I made some people angry on Threads because I said I liked 1Password better than Apple Passwords. God forbid you like a subscription service these days, I guess. But the service has been great. It is rather inexpensive. Some people can get discounts through work. I think I've seen some coupons come through. So there's some options out there. It's easy to share passwords with friends and family. If you had a family account, it's even easier. But like if I need to send something to my wife, I can, and I can give her a link that expires within, either one click or a certain number of time. I do really like that if you're sharing your logins with someone else within the household, or they only need it every once in a while. That's a great feature. And there's not a whole lot I can show you, unfortunately, with 1Password. On my own computer, I don't want to bring up things that I have that are personal to me. So I've overlaid some of the stock footage that 1Password provides and stock documentation that they provide on their website throughout this video. So I hope that helps. If you're looking for a password manager, you should probably give Apple Passwords a shot if you are on the Apple. If you're totally in the Apple ecosystem and don't have any Windows computers and don't have a password manager set up yet. Now, there are many other options. There's BitLocker. I think Nord, who does VPN, also has a password manager. So there's many of them out there. I really don't remember why I picked 1Password, but I like this one. It's been easy to use. The app is good on all of the different devices that I use it on. And it just works. It just works well, and it's easy to use. And if you've learned anything about me on this channel thus far, I like easy to use and easy to learn. and things that just work. I think that's it for this month. Until next time, later.